Hey everybody, this is Coach Ryan here, coach out of Lincoln Square and South Loop. I'm here with my buddy Jay. We're at Fleet Feet in Lincoln Square. And you know, it's the beginning of training season, and there's no better way to get off to the right foot than to actually get fitted for shoes properly. You're able to spend a lot of time on your feet, so why not invest the time and the expertise with our friends over here at Fleet Feet.
I think investment is a good word. I think Coach Ryan's 100% right. Your footwear, this is your sporting equipment. For our sport, it's nice you don't necessarily need a lot of equipment. Your footwear is the number one most critical piece, I think, of your sporting equipment for marathon season. So we call it our fit process, and the fit process has three key components. One is kind of an interview. Interview sounds really formal, but we chat with you. We try to get an idea for what it is that you're training for this summer, this fall, whatever. But the more information we can get from you, the more it's gonna help. We take some measurements of your feet on our 3D foot scanner over here, Fit ID. You can see it in the corner. We're gonna get a closer look of it here in just a few minutes. Then we do our gait analysis. Gait analysis is a fancy way of saying I watch you walk barefoot. So we take a look at your gait and try to get an idea for the structure of your feet, the flexibility of your arch. You roll in, roll out. What's your gait kind of like? That helps inform us a lot too. So those are the big three. Then we get to go to the main event, and then we get to do the fun part and try on some shoes. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so this is the Fit ID right here. Go ahead and get your feet right in the middle of each one of these squares for me there, if you don't mind. Check it out. These are your feet right here, man. You recognize these bad boys?
Oh, baby.
Yeah, look at those. Say you're about an 8. We usually recommend going up a full size, sometimes a size and a half, depending on the person and what they're up to, because the impact of running and everything causes your feet to swell. E indicates the width of your foot right here at the ball. I think it's really those bunions that you've got there that are causing the measurement to be a little bit on the wider side. That being said, we want to find something accommodating for your foot. We want your foot to be comfortable. Your foot is going to swell and expand kind of as you run. Running any distance can be uncomfortable at times. Let's try to make it as comfortable as we can. My recommendation for you today would be to try a size 9 and a slightly wider width. When you're in kind of that 3E width, there aren't quite as many options for you as there are for folks more in that regular width, but we do have some here at Fleet Feet, so we should be able to find something that's going to work for you. All right, Ryan, so let's start for the main event, my friend. I brought you some shoes. I got a couple different stacks here. All right,
I've got 2 stacks.
I've got your shoes, the shoes that you usually wear, that you run in, right? They're not bad shoes at all.
Right.
But in my estimation, based on some of the things we talked about, some of the data that we saw, I have some other recommendations for you. And so we're going to try these after, right? Yeah. Obviously, this is your decision, and I am more than happy to try to offer you some advice from the outside, some things that you may or may not be able to see. And also, when you're wearing shoes, sometimes after a while, they just start to feel like shoes. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but we want to try to make some decisions, right? If it's between these two, I think from the outside, I loved how you seemed to feel and how you expressed how it felt to wear this shoe. I would lean more towards this one. You can't go wrong with either. They're both very different, but that's kind of my advice for you there.
We're doing a lot of mileage this year. I think it's good to alternate 2 different shoes.
Sure.
So, if it rains one day and you have to dry them out. So I think I'm going to play around with these 2 shoes here.
Awesome.
And know that this is a good backup if I ever need to come back.
Absolutely. What can be advantageous about wearing more than one shoe is that your muscles get used to wearing that one shoe all the time. How they fire, how you land.
Right.
What's great about these 2 is there are different levels of cushion, different levels of responsiveness, and also literally different levels. Wearing different shoes can also help your body adapt and help work muscles that may or may not be being worked if you wear the same shoe all the time.
Awesome. Jay, thank you so much.
My pleasure, man.
I appreciate you helping me out on your birthday.
Absolutely.
My man's birthday today.
Next time we'll put you for insoles as well.
Sounds good. Cool. Thanks, guys. See ya.